Hey guys! Have you ever thought that your yard is just too small for backyard living? You'd be like the many who look at their backyard and they give up before even trying. Well, we've turned around every size yard that you can imagine. Welcome to our take on low cost, small backyards everyone loves. And I know you'll love it too. So as you know, our channel shows off many ideas at every kind of budget, but we're always hearing feedback that we are always catering to the bigger, to the grander yards. Sure, when highlighting a category like, let's say, outdoor kitchens, we add photos and many different budget levels to offer more ideas. In fact, many times we hesitate to over display our higher end projects as we don't want to dangle an unobtainable backyards to our viewers. But the reality is, every year we build a variety of sizes and styles of backyard living spaces. Then we turn around and we share them with you. I believe that I've said I want everyone to get outside. I've pretty much said it in every video I've ever made because I truly want that. I want you outside. A small backyard can become an enjoyable part of your home with many destinations. It's all about creating usable living space. In years gone by, backyards showcased lawns and flower beds. Boring. Homeowners looked at them and they sent their kids out to play in them. Remember? That was the old way everybody's yard looked. Right outside the back door, you'd see a grill and maybe a picnic table or a few pieces of lawn furniture. I remember playing hide and seek because there were so many bushes that were overgrown everywhere. Or maybe playing badminton on the lawn. I like to call those the old-fashioned backyards. But over the years, people have stopped going outside as much. Kids were on cell phones and parents might go out for a bit, but soon they gravitate right back inside. Why? Because there was nothing to do out there. That is why I always encourage homeowners to draw people outside. And how do you do this? It's using sight lines. It's giving them purpose and a reason to go outside. A destination to stay in and enjoy the outdoors. If you think about it, everyday living has been modernized. Everything you can think of except for backyards. They're still almost 50 years behind. Many homeowners live with backyards that outdate their parents. Yes, we love our parents. However, we want to create backyards that parents would love to live out their lives in. So let's explore how to do just that. Number one, don't get stuck. Act this year. Remember, it's not the size of your yard, it's the design. Number two, don't be your neighbor. It's okay to imitate a few things when peeking into your neighbor's yards, but don't be a copycat. Number three, don't forget who you are. Add your own flair to your backyard space. Outdoor decor is trending and you can pick up plenty of useful, fun pieces at amazing sale prices that fit your personality. Number four, low cost doesn't mean low value or low taste. Create proper flow in your space. Choose 3 of your favorite features for you and your family to enjoy. So I remember my first small backyard. My wife and I, we came from 2 different family backgrounds. My wife had a love of flowers and planting in the garden. And I loved being outside like under a cover or a place to go. And I remember building my first backyard features, like a fire pit, a water feature, or a pergola. While my wife created beautiful flower gardens, but the one thing we knew, because we were both back there working in our yards, is we were backyard people. When we moved into a new home, we had that blank canvas to work with. So up went my first structure. It was a freestanding structure away from the house as a destination. I added a fireplace, and it was out again, back far enough away from the home where you can see it from inside the house and be pulled outside. So our home extended out the back door, including time outside with friends and family. And that's how it all started. We were doing outdoor living spaces at that time before outdoor living became popular. We popularized it by giving it to homeowners, and it grew from there. So are you ready? Don't let your inside keep you captive, because today we're gonna show you a low-cost, small backyard space, and we're gonna get ideas, and we're gonna get you outside in your space. Now remember, every option in your space is your choice. You can make it a portion of it happen this year, and you can plan to add other features next year. But do something, take action, get in your backyard this season. So we're gonna focus on a little backyard in the Lexington district of Portland. So it's a diverse neighborhood where homes are in close proximity to each other. So what options did these homeowners choose? You'll see their ideas in partnership with our designers to create a masterpiece. We think it's fabulous. We also believe that less can be more, and we know that they're over the top happy with their choices. Why don't we start with a quick tour of what these homeowners looked at before the project began. So as you can see, in their far backyard side of the property, 3 two-story homes had neighbors' windows looking down at their backyard. You know the song, Somebody's Watching You.
Watching you.
This yard was it, especially with 2 neighbors on either side with windows looking down at them as well. This small yard had an odd patch of lawn and a large, hard mound of dirt. Difficult to imagine using a backyard for entertaining and for enjoying. We talked about usable space, right? So this is a good example of pretty much 0 usable outdoor living space. So how do you turn this small square yard with neighbors watching you from all sides into a backyard living paradise? Of course, you know what I'm gonna say. It all starts with design. By adding a pergola with a privacy screen, the design team adds a focal point to the front corner, giving protection from full sun, a bit of privacy, and loads of visual character. In the back corner, a hardscape patio and modern fireplace add another focal point and privacy wall. Planting tall shrubs at the back of the fence helps with privacy. Now these will grow up to give them the privacy that they need for that corner. Now by creating elevation changes with stairs, retaining walls, and planters, you can see functional seat walls for unlimited seats for friends and family. Seat walls also provide many tables throughout the yard for snacks and beverages. Pathways with concrete stepping stones and 1/4 inch minus gravel and fencing work well to make the living space clean and modern. The built-in planters, they bring in nature's decor with plantings and yard lights. They put the finishing touches in. Such a difference from the tired old lot we saw in the beginning. Now for some tips and tricks. The first trick is, did you notice the bright colors the homeowner selected? 3 colorful umbrellas add pizzazz and ultimate extra privacy. Number 2 is positioning the furniture. You can create destination for people to wander all together but arranged in small groups. Adding small tables around the backyard makes outdoor time convenient for guests. Number 3, using a pathway in front of the grill and the side table make plant tending easier. It looks great too. This area in front of the kitchen window may possibly turn into the kitchen grill station down the road. And then number 4, two-toned hardscape provides clean lines, helps foot traffic navigate the stairways. It's also just right for that modern design aesthetic. So when you're working with a small space, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Use what your space gives you. So look at what we had here. We had a yard, a small square backyard, but it had elevation change. Now with the elevation change, I didn't try to make it all one flat space, which a lot of people do, but making that elevation change gave us the extra seats that you've seen with the seating wall, but it also enlarges the space. It makes it feel bigger. So use elevation to your advantage, whether or not it's up or whether or not it's down, even with a sunken fire pit, or there's other creative ways to go down into a landscape as well. So get creative. Always think about how to use the space to make it feel larger and give you more place to go. So I want to spend a little bit more time on that fireplace in the corner because I want you to think about putting something like a fireplace at the end of your landscape as a destination, but it's also a destination for your eye. Think about the way your eye is going to look to the corner of the yard. Instead of looking up at the neighbors before the planting gets filled in, you can have your feature the fireplace or whatever's going to capture your eye and pull you over to that space. So this time was just a little fireplace. It was linear, and I want you to remember a linear or more modern. Don't go square fireplace in this situation. You want that linear look, and it's very simplistic. We didn't try to overdo the fireplace. Now think of what we did with that pergola. We had that as an anchor in the landscape. So again, it's all about pulling your eye to where it needs to be. It's gonna block some of those neighbors' windows again, give you that destination, and you can see what we did with the privacy wall on the side there. The side neighbors could look right into the space, but that privacy feature fixed all of that. A special highlight of this backyard is the nighttime enjoyment. Look at the lighting that we did, just the subtle lighting on all of the spaces that are gonna draw you out there again, on the seat walls, on the steps. It's gonna give you that romantic evening as you set the sun and start to enjoy your backyard space. Now imagine being at that dining table, you have people, all your friends and family around the dining table, and you need extra seating for the space. Look at the seat walls, they're perfect. They not only are great for the planting, which is gonna give that softening effect, but it's great for additional seating. So we're talking about small backyard spaces, and oftentimes small equals some budget-friendly ideas. I always talk to you about design and how important design is, but it might not be for every budget level. Something that I've just created for all budgets is my membership site. This is extremely inexpensive monthly price that'll really help navigate you from start all the way to the completion of your backyard space. So we teach design, and you actually have me and my designers on the calls at least once a month, helping my members be able to navigate through the design and then all the way through the build. So click the link below and take a look at our membership. It might be just right for you and your situation. So now that you have a little bit more information about these low cost small backyards, take a look at this video. I know it's just right for you. It's all about budget friendly backyards. It's got all the extras for you at a budget level. Enjoy.